Derek Jones, thanks for joining me today on another episode of my channel. And today I have a real exciting thing. My Supra 1 grinder showed up. We're going to give it a try and see how it does. Now, those of you that have been with me before, I appreciate your support. But those of you who haven't, do me a favor, give me a like, or better yet, subscribe. And I like to try and bring new, exciting content all the time. So today, we'll give this grinder a try and see what we think. Now, full disclosure, they sent me this grinder free of charge and said give us an honest review, and so that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna try it out on a couple different things and see if it's worth the money. First look at this grinder. It looks like a pretty typical grinder, though it is heavy and well made. It has 3 ports for the handles. You have a disc brake right here for removing the blade, trigger switch and a trigger lock. Now, it came with a flap disc and a cutoff disc, and I went and bought one of these wood carving discs off of Amazon. It's available in my link below, as is the grinder. I really like these discs as far as prepping bowls, so that's where I'm gonna start. In order to remove a blade, we're just gonna press this button, get the wheel to lock. Use the locking tool, pull off the nut, remove the blade, put the new blade in place.
And this is not the new. And then we'll lock that
Nut back down. And tighten it down. Okay. Now I make a lot of bowls, and one of the biggest problems I have is I make my bowl blanks with a chainsaw, which leaves a lot of sharp edges that the lathe doesn't like. So one of these grinder's attachments is very handy for removing these ridges. So that's what we're gonna do. All right. Well, that worked out great. The nice thing about this grinder is extremely ergonomical. It's very easy to control, and you have a lot of control as opposed to other grinders. I like the trigger, and I like the trigger lock. You'll notice I'm wearing a base camp face mask, the best dust mask I've found on the market today. They're also available in my links below, and I totally recommend it if you're going to be doing woodwork. I'm very pleased so far with the wood cutting. Let's move to metal and see how it does there. I have here a 100-year-old piece of scrap steel that I'm going to be using for another project. But the inside of it is actually coated with ceramic and the outside with an epoxy-based paint. It's going to take a lot of work to get it off. I'm going to put the flap disc on and see how it does. And the first thing you want to do whenever you're changing a grinder blade is take the power off. I've unplugged it. Now I'll remove the blade, put the new flap disc on. This came with the grinder. Wow, that did fantastic. Very easy to control, very easy to get the power where you want it. Let's try it on the ceramic side. It had no problem taking that paint right off. All right, pretty pleased with that. Both applications, cutting wood and using a flap disc, no problems at all. But what about actually grinding? That's really what it comes down to with a grinder. Let's give it a try. So a while ago, I made some chisels for my blacksmithing set, and they're just really hard screws, really hard material. But the threads on it were kind of hassle. But let's try it and see if we can remove it with a grinder blade, see how it does. All in all, it's a great grinder. Zero complaints. Everything I threw at it handled just fine. Now, I need to run it for a couple of weeks, and I will give you an update, let you know how things change. But honestly, for the money, I don't think you can beat one of these. So, available in my links below. If you're looking for a good grinder, go ahead and give it a try, and let me know what you think. So far, I really like it. I have a lot of different grinders. I do like the ergonomics of this grinder. It's very comfortable and very easy to control. Would be great if you're switching hands or you have to work upside down. I love that it has this vertical port, which most of them don't. Anyway, I'll give you an update in a few weeks on it and let you know what we think, but it is available in my links below. Go ahead and pick yourself one up, and do me a favor and give us a like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.